Hopefully Gay can hear me. She's on the other side. Hi, everybody. No one's there, I'm tipping. Beautiful Birdsville. You can see the pub behind my hair. Just turn around. You might be able to see Snowflake. I just had a notification going lesbian live from the Birdsville Hotel. What are the chances I'm here too? In the background here. Oh, I think I can hear it on the other side of the road. How bizarre. There's a Birdsville bakery over there somewhere. Too hard to tell. Hi, anyone who's out there in the beautiful YouTubey land. Believe it or not, I was going to cross the road and I've hit peak hour. One went from the left and one's coming from the right. Sorry about the sun. I had a shower. 2 in a row. Oof. All right, so I'm going to head over to the Birdsville Hotel. Not get hit by the only car in town. I'll walk backwards so you can see the pub. There you go. The iconic Birdsville Hotel. So balmy. It's about 17, I think. The weather's been a bit fresh, but not too bad. Just show you Snowflake. She's been battered. Just their little stickers. I don't know if you can see. Gay and the lesbian's not holding on so well. It's all good. And over here, you'll see here, there was a sticker. We'll tell you about it. And in here, just quickly, are the dogs. They're not allowed in the pub. Anyway, I'm sure as I wander around with everything, I'm going to find someone in this joint that I know. And I'm in luck. Who dat?
Hi.
I don't know how we're going to work it. There we go. If you can talk or whatever.
Rookie says hi.
Hey, Rook. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Happy birthday from Birdsville.
Yes. Anyway, Gay's having a sip for your birthday. She's been celebrating it for a week now. Didn't even know it was coming. Look at those chins. It's lucky I brought 3 of them. Yeah.
What's happening? Not much. Melissa says hello.
Hey, Mel. Mister.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed. So,
Eddie.
Birdsville Track. Birdsville.
Rookie had a good birthday, thanks.
Oh, nice to hear, mate. What else?
Yeah.
We're sitting outside the Birdsville pub. We didn't want to sit in for a couple of reasons. Music. The dogs are sitting out the front in the car. They're not allowed in. But it's all good.
Mm.
So we've been having a good time. I feel like I got a bit of sun the last couple of days. You can see. Making sure no one can see Gay.
And how's the wind been?
Horrendous.
Yeah.
This is the flattest my hair's looked for a week, and that's saying something.
Peter says we're looking good.
Thanks, Peter.
You have no idea how dry my lips are.
Yeah.
Dry.
This environment sucks any form of moisture out of your body. You go for a wee and you don't even get there done.
So we went to the Birdsville Roadhouse just before coming in here, and and the lady in there serving was putting on some chapstick. And I said to her, did you sell much during the last week? And she goes, we sold out in a day or two. Yeah.
Yep. Just the winds.
Yeah.
And I remember that last time we were here, if it was that windy, everywhere. Like where we're staying, they've got a new common. So the old common before you hit Birdsville is
Hi, Lisa.
finally got the chat to work. The old common is underwater. So they had quite a bit of rain before we got here. And so they put a new common in, which is sort of represents the desert, I think. It's sandy, so open. Gay's distracted with other people around.
I'm looking at the blue sky.
Oh,
like
that blue
trying
sky.
to find a cloud to send to.
I know it's been boring as batshit. Every morning we've woken up.
Blue sky, and I'm like, maybe we could send a cloud.
They've already got them. Yes, the Birdsville Track was good. We got through that unscathed, you would say?
Yes. Yes,
Except
we'll start
for-
on the Birdsville track.
Yeah.
Cheers to Ross.
Hey, Ross.
Harold's
Happy
camera-
birthday tomorrow, Ross. Here, sorry, but my camera work, it's the best I can do. I'm having Coke. Cheers. And for yesterday, Rookster. Hope the Hawks get up and win for you today. Meant to have a drink after, so cheers.
Yeah, so Birdsville track.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm.
We were cold before we got there, and we weren't any warmer when we got there. Hey, Leah. Is it Leah or Lee? I'm going with Leah. Anyway, so we hit the Birdsville track, no problems. Marie was good. We stayed there the night. There was quiet. It was chockers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we
Free
sort of,
camp, as
yeah.
Ed would know, free camp behind the pub on
Yes.
gravel.
Yes.
Inky didn't mind it.
Toby didn't love it. They didn't love it, but they didn't. It was all right.
Yeah.
Good showers.
Hmm.
Good showers. Nice and clean and everything like that. So that was good. And then we headed off to Mungarani.
Yeah.
And Gay met some new. She's got new friends. 3 chicks from Sydney with 3 dogs.
What are the chances they bump into us?
Yeah. Anyway, so off to Mungarani we went. That was all good.
Yeah.
We stayed up there the night. We contemplated staying. I think Gay got sucked in by her new friends of maybe staying another night. Showers there were fantastic as well. The food there was good too. Oh, that was a good feed. I thought it was better than the.
I think
Marie.
we'll just go on. So Rookie's asked hot wind. It's not a hot wind. It's just
Cold.
dusty wind.
Mm,
Dusty wind. So every step you take,
just putrid.
it just shuffles around. So I did do the nut bush, and last time I did it, you ended up in a dust haze. This time I think they must have watered it down a bit more, so it was a lot better. But it's still, you end up with dust around you everywhere. And it's for 5.5 minutes, so everyone's kicking up all the dust everywhere. You add that to a bit of wind, and your lips are just, and yeah.
Dry.
And then on top of that, Peter says that you're pretty burnt. It's not really. It's just.
It's just how I am.
Yeah.
I think around my cheeks and that, I definitely look burnt. I think I got a bit yesterday and today. I haven't been putting the stuff on as. Yeah, the white around my eyes is quite common because I wear sunnies nearly all year round and I work outdoors. So. Yeah.
Did we do the drag race?
No, we didn't. We watched.
Ed,
You watched it.
but we did. And I don't know if they would be watching or not, but we did meet a couple of people that are subscribers.
Yeah, I'm walking up to the drag race.
I don't know if they're Ed's friends or not, but I don't think they were because they didn't mention Ed.
They got names?
Lee and Shane, I think. Yeah.
They were
And a
nice,
little
really
puppy
nice
dog.
couple.
So yeah, so we had a couple of people come up and say hello to us. That was great. Yeah.
Gay likes people.
Yeah.
More than
And
me.
we got a bit consumed talking to them while the drag race was on. So yeah.
We being gay. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Birdsville track was good. Mungarani was good.
Yes.
To
Would we go again?
the Big Red Bash. Who asked that?
Lee.
Just second year, I reckon we would, but I don't reckon I'd do it. I want to do it again with the dogs. I don't think it's fair on them. It's not that they've been a hassle. You can't
Anyway,
say
we
that.
started off with black dogs.
Yeah, they're not black anymore. They're putrid.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here, and you can't see behind us. There's our car, and the dog's just Toby. Inky's asleep. Toby's just eyes on the prize. Yeah, and I think it's just too much for them. It's dusty, it's dirty. They still had a bit of freedom, didn't they?
Yes.
So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'd definitely go again. I don't think I'd go again in the camper trailer.
No.
We found the packing and unpacking a little bit arduous, and we're going to have that for the next couple of weeks because we've still got a bit of travel in us. So, but yeah.
Nobody's reading my screen over my shoulder.
It's intimidating
So,
sometimes.
Ed,
isn't it? Yeah.
I think I showed you before we left. We had the vendor sticker, so
I can go over and show them if you want.
Yeah, I'll see it eventually.
Okay.
But we had the
won't.
vendor sticker, so we didn't have to necessarily rush to get into the bash. So we had the 2-day early entry and the vendor sticker. And for those that know, getting in early, I think, so that you don't have to walk for kilometres to get back to your site before and after the music is an advantage. So we were basically one row back.
Sorry, just passing over to Gay for a minute.
Yeah, so we were basically one row back from the, which way is this camera? So we were one row back, and it was really, really close to the stage. We could hear the music comfortably from where we were. And we sat on the, because we had the dogs, we sat on the outside a little bit most sometimes. So we did that. And then what else was it? Yeah, so when we bumped in, we heard cars leaving 3 o'clock in the morning, because we were on the road that we were camping. It's peak hour. We were camping on the road that goes down to Big Red. And so we could hear them leaving maybe maybe a little bit earlier, 3 o'clock in the morning, to go down and camp and queue to get in. I think the gates open at, I don't know what time they are, 7.
Yep.
And then we took our time, sweet time, and we started leaving maybe about 11 o'clock. But yeah, because we were with Volkswagen, we ended up being just behind Volkswagen, so one row back, and it was quite a convenient little spot. We didn't have to rush or anything. We were ushered to a different area. It was a bit like, others around us had VIP passes, so.
We had vendor, felt like VIPs. Just on that, VW Amarok and Vans was who supplied us with the tickets. It was through a competition on Insta, and they were fantastic. Like, they really were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
Really accommodating, and their communication, everything was fantastic. We were so blessed to have the tickets where we had them. So,
yes.
And we weren't, to answer one of Rookie's earlier questions, we weren't actually in the dog area.
No, but the dog area was behind us.
Excuse me, not far back.
Yeah.
So we were probably lucky in a way. We had dogs either side of us in the end. One we called Mugget. For the whole time we were there, like, oh, what? And I'm going to go, it's a great name. It was one of those, looked like an orphan dog. I don't know what breed it was. Anyway, and it had its little paw protector gloves, booties or whatever on, and we'd called it Mugget the whole time. Anyway, Gay's walking back on the last day from the toilet. She goes, oh, she goes, you know how we're funny? And I go, yeah. And she goes, its name's Nugget.
We like Mugget.
Still funny. So anyway, Mugget was the dog next door. So, yeah. What else have we got? So we've done Mungarani.
Any other? 2 stories. You want to tell the Mungarani story?
Which one?
The one with the stickers.
Oh, so we decided we have a night in the bar, and it's always challenging because we couldn't take the dogs in. So for the first, we trialed just leaving the dogs in the car with a doona and everything like that. We thought we'll just go up for a feed and then come back. So we did that. Went up there. It was really nice and warm because the nights were terribly cold leading in. Anyway, so we're sitting up in the pub, and Wonky here, that Wonky, we were talking to the guy behind the bar. His name was Alan. He was from Carrum. So he was like, it was funny, and other people were talking to him from Mount Martha. Anyway, so Gay decided to buy a sticker, the Mungarani sticker, and then so Gay thought she'd give them a sticker, one of our gay and the lesbian stickers, which was fine. So he had to find a spot on the wall because it's chockers. So he put it behind the...
Not everyone will get this, I don't know.
Behind the shelf with all the liquor on it. So anyway, if you're in the Mungarani, just have a look behind the liquor for the sticker of Gay and the lesbian. And I will chuckle till I die about that. Gay has to go along with the joke. Anyway, cheap laughs.
Cheap.
I was just going to...
Hang on, hold that and I can bring it up for you.
So I have a question for you, Ed. Here's the irony. The way that VW did it was they sent me out a second lot of tickets, and I said to Gay, can you have that? I would have, had I known, I would have contacted you and you could have come for free. I'm having trouble with the camera. There we go. If I lay down. Yeah, so, yeah. Hi, Pam. Ed has a leave pass to go next year. We're not going then. Unless you're coming, we're not going.
Yeah, you got to enjoy the dust with us.
It's 10-year celebration, so they reckon they're going to do something big for it next year. So it'll be interesting to see, won't it? Jimmy Barnes was good. So let's go through. Do you want to go through a quick music highlight of the bash?
I think while people are here, so we've got a few people watching, and we'll just tell one little story about when we first pulled up to park.
Oh, about the lovely couple next to us.
Ed, well, you went in a group, I think, Ed, and we've been blessed to have neighbours around us, good neighbours around us.
Yeah, and we pulled up next to this fella.
A family.
And we're like,
a bloke. Kids.
2 kids, yeah, it's our favourite. And we just sort of sat down and we got out and I'm like, Anyway, so I've given them a big hi. And by the way, we've got dogs. Anyway, so that was all good. And we sat down and we chilled and anything like that. And so the more we sort of spoke to him,
Oh, the first
Well,
I
the
said,
first-
he goes, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, Melbourne." He goes, and I go, "Where are you from?" As you do, you just ask the same. Wollongong, but it came out as like Wollongong. I was like, "What the hell was that?" But yeah, so he wasn't.
At first, we thought he was a little bit. I'm going to say it, and I don't mean any offence by it, but I thought he might have been a touch on a bigot side. Anyway, I don't reckon we could have camped next to a nicer bloke and woman and family. The kids were fantastic. They were polite, really, really good kids. And both Michelle and Michael, big shout out to them. They've educated me. Michael's given me some huge tips for the drone and stuff like that. Rookie's coming next year. We're not going. Told ya. These
Anyway,
people who want to camp with
he
us.
came up to us at the end and he goes, we turned up and he said, we had all this area and we did. There was probably about 20 spots to choose from and we chose right next to them thinking we were smart because it was near, it would have been great for, like it was good for the dogs where we were. So we parked there and then, yeah, so we park there, we pull on up and we've got the stickers on the side of the car, hashtag ain't the lesbian. And he looks at us, he looks at the dogs and then he looks at the sticker and he's like, oh, really?
Yeah, we hit the trifecta with him. Anyway, he was great. I reckon, and you know, if Les McInnes ever watches this from Queensland, who we camped against last time, he was fantastic. He pulled beers out of his pocket, esky. But this couple, we were blessed. We really were. We sat up at the concert with them a couple of nights, and they were just really down to earth, good people with good knowledge.
Yeah.
So, come on, Rookster. What'd Lisa say? Oh, the loos are fine, Lisa, aren't they?
Yeah, the loos
up there are fantastic.
than going to the airport.
And there's no way you're going to keep your dogs clean. Not in that environment, not a chance. Trust me. And getting there, you're not going to keep them clean. Anyway, Gay's distracted with cars coming in.
I think it's the first FJ we've seen.
It is too. If I can quickly whip it around for Ed.
Are they mates of yours? Do you know them?
Anyway, what next?
So the music.
Okay, so your highlights?
I like the first day was pretty good. John Stevens was fantastic. Of course, the In Excess. Yeah.
Yep.
And then.
Well, my highlights.
Chocolate Starfish is always a.
They're easy to watch, and they always. Doesn't matter who they're playing to, they always put on a good show, I think, to whoever. They were great. Sarah McLeod was on day 2. She did an AC/DC sort of review. It was fantastic. She only did 3 songs. She was on for like 15 minutes, so we're not sure what that was about. It was a bit disappointing because she was good, like really, really good. Missy Higgins was good. There's no doubt she's talented, but we don't know about her in that environment for us.
No.
So,
Casey Chambers?
Casey Chambers by far was my favourite, top of the list, because it's her environment, it's her style. To me, it's a country and western sort of thing. And next to her was Sarah McLeod on the day 3 as well. She was fantastic, and a lot of people got behind her. Gay.
Spoke to
Jimmy Barnes was good, Rookie. He was good. You enjoyed him.
Yeah, he did it. Sang.
Few people complained he didn't go on as long as Midnight Oil. They went on for a good couple of hours. They were good. He was good. He sounds, his voice is overall good, but I'd say he's starting to get a bit older. So, yeah.
Sarah does too.
Oh, Melissa, you've no idea what Sarah McLeod in her tie. She just wore this little short jumpsuit.
So we're going to have a tag along for fans only.
Yeah. Yep. We would have invited you, Ed, had I have known, but I was already up here when I found out I'd received a second lot of tickets for free. It was ridiculous. I reckon I could have ended up with 20 lots of tickets. It was just ludicrous. So anyway, we did the right thing and we didn't go and get them. So, and that was the other thing. We didn't have to queue to get the tickets at the information centre because we got everything in the mail.
Yeah, so the day before the first day entry, the 2-day early entry, as Ed would know, it was chockers around here. There was just cars
everywhere. Going around.
And people were queuing for 2 hours or something to get their tickets. So we're like, we have our tickets already. So,
we just had to put the stickers on the car and drive in. It was
so we just generally cruised around. I don't know at what time yesterday, a day after the festival finished.
Yeah, because we stayed the extra day. Yeah,
so
they ran out of
they ran out of diesel. So I don't know what time that was. And then there's 2 dump points in town, and one of them ended up. It's absolutely disgusting.
They've closed it. It was filth.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been pretty.
They told people not to go on the old common to get, to camp or to get water. And anyway, I think the first day we arrived, we passed a car that was getting towed out.
It was well and truly
and
bogged
there
up
was a
to the
few that got
axles.
towed out. The ground looks nice to drive on.
Till you get on it.
Yeah, and all that information was passed on, so people obviously didn't listen to it.
I'll answer this one, Ed. I thought the food was shit. I was really disappointed in it.
I had Latin American, and that was good.
Yeah, I think, and value for money. They had what, two or three pizza vendors? Is that right? Yeah, so there's 3 pizzas. The Smith's pies were there. They were all right. They did great donuts, fresh cinnamon donuts, which we had at morning tea a couple of mornings. It's just a mob walking into the pub. And then, so they had Latin, they had a few other kebabs, barbecue. It just, I don't know. The Mexican was a bit average, you thought. There was nothing that jumped out at me. There was one of them, I'm like, oh, fried chicken, that sounds all right. And it wasn't open. And then when the other one you wanted to try wasn't open.
Yeah,
the one I wanted was open. Yeah. So compared to last time, I didn't think the food was as good, but it wasn't the worst by all means. You're never going to go hungry. So, what else?
The town, there goes our ram. They're our neighbours.
We got some there on a fifth wheeler. I'll show you when they go past. Heading out of town there. They're camping out on the new common with us. There's only about 30 vans left out there now. I think the caravan park's still full. So everyone's doing,
but yeah.
Well, still the overflow's still being used.
Yeah.
So it's still got a fair nudge in it. The Birdsville Bakery, just a heads up, they do really good coffee. They're the best coffee in Birdsville.
And the camel pie, I don't think, did you have a...
I didn't have the camel pie. I don't eat camels.
Yeah, I don't know if Ed did. Don't think, was the bakery, did you get an opportunity to get into the bakery when you were here?
Anyway, if you do, go to the pie. And the Marie, just quickly, the Marie Roadhouse does one of the best coffees I've had, I reckon, in a couple of years. And that's saying a lot. So, what's that? The Indian vendor wasn't there.
No.
So I think there was a few on the list on the app, which we downloaded, which told you all the schedule, the artists, everything that was going on, the getting there, blah, 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 all the stuff, incidental stuff, I suppose you need to know.
Are you tapping your knee?
This? No. Sorry, rookie. Sorry, everybody.
Is it that?
I think it's when I talk, I move my other leg because I'll do my best not to move. What were we talking about? The vendors. Yeah, so on the app it said, say 20 vendors were going to be there. Some of them weren't. So, yeah. That's me done. Anyway, bye. No. You guys are stuck
for
with
a
us.
town that's normally about 100 people and going to 11,000, possibly even 12,000 for the week is phenomenal. How they have to do things is just and there's like for being out in the desert, I think it's out in the desert.
Well, technically.
Well, the Big Red is, I don't know if this is, it's on the edge of it, let's say. For being on the edge of the desert, there's a phenomenal amount of water.
Yeah. Showers
there's water
abundant.
Points everywhere. Like they had to sit up.
Where's the SJ again? It's like Ed just lost driving around town.
Because the old common, you couldn't get to it and that. They had to set up a new water points at the new common. At the, what do we call them? The cow yards? The Bronco yards
or something.
Yeah, the Bronco yards. They set up water there, and there's also a washdown bay. There just seems to be a phenomenal amount of water, and plus people having showers.
And they got the little water kids park.
Yeah.
That Gay set off this morning just to see how it works. The tip's good. We went to the tip every day. We've been able to go there or whatever if we needed to get rid of rubbish.
Oh, the pie, the camel pie, Bumpy. The camel pie, what was it?
Humpy. It was a curry camel pie.
Yeah, it's all right. It's one of the better pies I've had, I must say.
There's a joke in there, I'm sure, but I can't say it.
One hump or two.
No. I'm not saying it. Even I'd get embarrassed. If it was just me and Ed, I might. Ed appreciates my crass sense of humour. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's really, what else? So, dust. I'm over dust. And I'll tell you a quick story. We bought some iCheck TPSM or whatever they are, time monitors. which worked really, really well till we got about 100 k's out of Birdsville, and then one started beeping. The little monitor thing you have on your dash started beeping and telling us that we had a problem with one of our tyres. So we get out, we check it, we get back in. No problem. I said to go, it's fine, it's showing whatever. So it switched from on-road to off-road and then off-road to on-road, all on its own. Beep, 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 beep. Get another couple of k's down the road. Beep, 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 off again. Anyway, we think the system has gone tits up. We're not sure. I have contacted them via Instagram, and I'm going to hit them up again just to find out if it is a fault, because there's nothing wrong with the tyre pressure or anything like that. So it definitely seems like it's a thing. So short of throwing the thing out the window onto the Birdsville track so it didn't beep anymore, we originally put it in the canopy so we couldn't hear it beeping. And every time we stopped, you just hear this beep, beep. Now it's sitting in the kitchen in the camper trailer, which is back at the common, which is about a K from here. Surprised you can't hear, but it only occasionally beeps now. So when we packed up, we were setting up yesterday, just about to get the kitchen out, and as I'm pulling it out, it's like beep, beep, beep. So hopefully we can get that fixed, because it was a bit of peace of mind having the tyre monitor system, but if it doesn't work, it's no good. So Gay's off looking at other stuff on the computer here.
No.
Yes, you were.
No, I was trying to bring up a photo, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, okay.
So talking of neighbours, we lucked in with the neighbours that we had.
Can you take it?
Yeah.
Sorry, just passing over. Carol's got a sore arm.
You want to take the Mac then?
Yeah, I can take the Mac.
Yeah.
Mackety Mac.
So
beep,
short
beep,
of
beep. Yes, it was.
So short of what do you call it? The neighbours that we had when we first rocked on in, we then had a group of three middle-aged sort of blokes, I suppose, youngish middle-aged sort of blokes
30s.
rock on in, 30s maybe.
All in rooftop tents.
Yeah, rooftop tents. They came in, and they came in like at, I don't know, 10 o'clock or
late.
8, 9 o'clock or something, 10 o'clock at night one night. I think the night before it all started.
Yeah.
They rocked in really, really late next to us, and they set up. It didn't take them long. And so then the next day I'm like, what is that thing? And he's on his laptop. And anyway, they had internet the whole time they were there. And you might appreciate this story, Ed, is that they set up they had Starlink, and they'd driven from, I think, Inaminka, and before that maybe Dubbo or something like that. And then they set up their Starlink at the Bash, and they were charging people to use their internet. So I think Starlink costs something like
it's a one-off fee.
$1,000 or
it's well over it's over 1,000. We know that. We're not sure of the actual
whatever
cost.
it costs. It's between 1,000 and 2,000. Not sure of the exact amount. And then you've got to pay per month. Anyway, I think he made a few $100 or maybe even $1,000 easy out of it. So if you wanted to make a bit of money at the Bash while you were there, the easiest thing to do would be to buy Starlink, set it up, and have everyone purchase it off you. I don't know how many people they could comfortably run off it, but yeah, people were using it. The neighbours on the other side, they were using the Starlink. They were accessing stuff.
Yeah, the VW people came over, borrowed it. The guy next to us,
they needed
a medical reason he went and asked and said, it's not a heart story, it is truth. And they were really good to let him use it. But a few people. Once people worked out what it was, they were on it. There's a bus pulling in. So there's an APT tour here at the moment. Feeling young. There's nothing.
Not sure where it started. They've had a good ride walking around. They've picked it up a few times.
But they're not looking
They're looking at it now.
Yeah, I think it's more. They're coming. There we go. Get them to give us a wave. Walk into the pub and go, hey, everyone. We will go for a walk around the pub before we leave. Hang on.
So, yeah, the guy had Starlink, and he did make a few dollars out of it. So it probably paid for it, but then you've got to pay for it per month as well. But I think he's in the telecommunications industry or something like that, and he had it. So, and then to get phone reception, you had to walk up Big Red. And if you're smart enough, you could just go to the corner of the concert area, and they had a little dish set up there where you could also make phone calls. Yeah. So instead of going all the way up to Big Red, which was a bit of an exercise, if you wanted to do the exercise, you could. But if you just wanted to check on stuff quickly and make phone calls, you could do it from there.
It's all good. All good. I'd say it was when you had it facing maybe that way.
Oh, okay.
Hey, shares and
Yeah.
Or shares.
Yeah.
So, but we'll have to get Lisa, pick her brain for her business idea.
Oh,
For the
okay.
bash.
So do you want to swap around again? I'll show the.
Oh, okay. There we go. You got it.
Oh, late comers.
I'm back. Wonky arms back.
Yes. So we were just going to get. Yes, we were just getting onto that.
Yeah. So with Lisa, one of our mates asked us what's the one thing you must have while you're out there, and we reckon this is a must, which is your buff or your snood or whatever to cover your beak because of the dust. It does wear thin. Oh, your hair.
Oh no.
She didn't do it. Trust me. She's had a hat on, keeping it out of the wind. Yeah, so that's how Gay looked a lot of the time. So let's just watch the fella in the background. Yeah, so that's one of the must-haves we reckon. But I don't reckon you can narrow it down to just one thing, like things like water you need. Moisturise is definitely a thing. If you could, you'd have a shower. I reckon that would almost, at the end of every day, to be able to have a shower. I know it's all part of the experience, but I tell you, getting back into town yesterday, 6 days without a shower, just feeling water run over my head was the bee's knees.
And then when you're not wearing it over your beak, or you might be doing a bit of this, you wear it around your neck to keep it warm because it was a bit fresh out there at times.
Yeah, and you could also, some people tucked it up over here.
Yeah, over their ears.
Yeah, I did it one night and it was good. So, wonky arm.
How's that arm going?
Yeah, I'm not very good at this. Anyway, so we all just get to look at me.
The other one with the other question was camping with the dogs at the bash was pretty all right.
How you going?
That wasn't too bad. We took them for a walk, I think, on the first day. Anyway, there's things out there. What are they called? They're like bindies, but 10 times.
Triple jacks. Triple jack prickles or something.
Yeah. So they're bindies on drugs, basically. And they're that way. Anyway, our dogs are pretty good. They'll hold their paws up and we know to pull them out. You can't always pull them out. Some people I spoke to had to get the
tweezers or whatever, get them
and
out,
stuff out and get them out of their paws and things. So we thought, if this is going to continue on.
You're right, go. Well, I can't read and you got to hold this.
So to help the dogs with their paws, we decided to get them booties. So Carol had already checked that the booty shop was there, and
not can you get a bit of booty?
No,
that's a different shop. That's closer in St Kilda, I think.
Yeah. So we got them booties and we had them fitted. Anyway, we'll hopefully have a video on that. So it was a little bit thing, but we put them on. We literally bought them, put them on, walked them back to the tent,
laughed a lot.
Everyone else did too. Put them back in the tent, and then they never wore them again because sort of with everybody walking the same path that we did, they sort of push them, or they pick them up, or they push them into the ground. So it worked out well. So we still got them because we're thinking if we still go places, we still might need them. So
can I ask Ed's question? So Ed's asked the question, obviously, that we were curious about before we went in was, what do you do with the dog poo? They actually have special bins you can put the dog poo in.
Yeah.
So
maybe when you're going to the urinal, or you didn't go to the urinal, and you would have seen, if you see the beer recycling truck that's not beer recycling, but it is beer recycling.
But you wouldn't
so you see the beer recycling truck, and in one of those bins there, they had food scrap bin, and they had
they have the grey water disposal.
Grey water disposal. They also have
dog poo.
Cans, bottles, recycling. So they're all big on the recycling of stuff.
They do it well.
And the dog poo bin has got its own separate one in the dog section only, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Dry lips. Never good. The 4X truck.
Yeah, the 4X truck.
No, it didn't have.
Yes, it was. It was. Yeah. So on one side it had 4X, and on the other side it had Foster's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the back it had Bounty, I think, the cattle dog sitting on the back, and they had his kennel like zip tied on almost.
Yes.
So
yes.
We had to zip tie our number
So-
plate back on. That was our casualty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, that was our casualty on the track. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we've been blessed.
yeah, we
So,
have.
and we're not sure where now we're heading off again tomorrow.
Yeah. So we think we're going to go up towards Longreach, Ed, and go down the way that you went down to Inaminka, so sort of do the loop. So we're hoping that will work out.
Part of Inaminka Track's still closed, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still
Depending
with
which way you go in.
Yeah, they had a phenomenal amount of water that I think Nas from Nas Time Adventures was worried about us. Yeah.
Yeah, we can swim. We had 2 little puddles we went through on the way up, and I'm going to go water, and she's all consumed doing something, going water, and she's like, "What?" And I go water,
Yeah.
and then she goes, "Oh."
Yeah, there's not
So-
much to look at on the track. And then Carol found it hard to tell the difference between a cow and a brumby. So, yeah.
And Gay's going to find it hard getting home on her own. So
Yeah.
our battery system excelled at the bash.
Yes.
We were pretty happy. That's something.
That is one thing because we were a bit not worried about it, but we had it on. So we had one side on the fridge, one side on the freezer.
In our fridge
and-
freezer, yeah.
Yeah, and we normally run them both fridge, and it works really well. And we usually put power into it. And this time, obviously, the freezer runs more of it, and then I was charging stuff off it as well.
When we're running the inverter, that's when we actually drain the most power. We were getting around 2 to 3 amps a day in from the sun, which was really good. So if we were just maintaining the fridge,
Yeah,
we'd almost run in a positive. But because we were using the inverter, we did run in a negative. But we came out with over 50% on the battery, and that's running our fridge as a fridge freezer and running and charging everything we possibly could. So it was fantastic. So
Yeah.
we did really well. I got the drone up on the last day too.
yeah.
So we went out the day after everyone sort of left. There was probably still quite a few people.
Oh, we
left.
maximised our free tickets, went in on the 2-day early entry, then
And left
left on the last
day
day. Yeah, left on the
So-
very last day.
Yeah.
One of the maybe couple hundred that was still left.
The fridge
Yeah.
was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, it ran really well. So we're still running the freezer. We put half a bag of
Yeah.
ice in it, and that's still in there.
And that's a week later.
And that's a week later. So we've been,
Yeah.
and the cars. Well, obviously now we're getting charging because we're driving around. We haven't got the battery back at 100% yet. And because we've been a bit off, but we're going to be spending 4 or 5 hours on the road.
It'll
tomorrow to
charge,
get back
yeah.
to 100. So we
Yeah.
won't have to get the panels out again, I don't think, unless we set up for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were
Mm.
really lucky. So we managed to get through the first couple of weeks with the dog food, which worked really well. Plus,
Yeah.
we've still got food left for us. Not much, but a bit.
We probably could have changed it up a little wee bit and carried a little bit more dog food and a bit more meat for us. But it still weren't
We've
too
had
sure.
more steak.
Yeah.
Break a stick out.
But it's been nice steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple of chicken
And
meals.
what
and
did we have? We ate at the Birdsville pub. We ate here last night. This is where we are. Yeah. Where is it? The front door's just there. Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Um,
just do like a set menu. So you've got a choice
Yeah.
of like 5 or 6 meals, and it's all pretty stock standard, like steak and veg, steak mash
But
and veg.
different prices.
Yes, steak mash
Yeah.
and veg, lamb shank mash and veg,
Bangers and mash.
bangers and mash and veg, and then they've got something and rice. What is it? Chicken curry and rice or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Butter chicken or
yeah,
something.
that's it.
Yeah.
Just stock standard, quick and easy meals that they can just bang out. So
And
we
you-
listen to the podcast on
your-
the way here.
paper plate and
All right,
or
Ed.
plastic plate and plastic knife and forks because everyone steals their metal knives and forks. Not sure why, but yeah, they all steal them, so they use plastic ones. But I'm not sure if that was the same as when you were here, Ed, because I don't know if the people that come to the bash are a unique sort that they all got to have the
Well,
cutlery.
that's what he said.
or
They
the-
get up here and they go, "Oh, we forgot whatever. We'll just take it
Yeah.
from the pub." So anyway,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So
We're not sure where did you camp when you were there, Ed?
in
if
Long
you
Reach, because we're trying to free camp, obviously, and we've got the dogs. So we're sort of searching around. We're going to go to Winton, know that.
Yeah.
We've got to do some washing. Someone here, me, is running light on undies. But we just need to wash our linen and stuff like that. Everything's just full of dust. So we just need a day somewhere we can get some stuff done. But we're going to head to Boulia, but the races are coming this Saturday. So people will head up from Baduri to Boulia for the races. So we're not sure if we'll get a chance. How's your arm going?
Yeah, it's all right. It's getting tired. How's my notes going?
Hang on, I've got to get Gay's notes. You can answer.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks we're up here and and I know that you want
Oh, the vet.
us to sit down. Oh yeah, we didn't half answer that. If you want us to send down some blue sky,
We're not.
we're not. But the nights are cold, so the nights are getting down.
Overall, the weather's been good.
There's probably been only about 10 degrees here, but sometimes, like we had one night coming up, and we had ice all over the tent, ice all over the car, and all over the tent. And God damn it, we needed a heater more than anything else.
Yeah, I think you've sort of done everything. Yeah.
Camping in the dog area, and we had the booties, but then they did have the vet there, and the vet wasn't someone that you could just go up and ask questions to or anything. That was like $50 for a consultation.
No, it was 80.
$80 for a consultation. Mine was cheaper anyway, so.
I thought it was 80 for a consult, and I think it was either 30 or 50 for a vaccination.
Oh, okay, yeah, vaccinations.
And then it went from there. So, you know, again, we're lucky the dogs are fit and healthy and asleep in the car, hopefully.
Yeah.
So as soon as we move, he'll be up and about, boy dog. So everything's gone really smoothly. We've been blessed. So as I say, I've probably struggled a little bit with being a bit fresh of a night, definitely.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of nights we've even put the hot water bottles in bed. Yeah, someone's got their own little warming liquid.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to camp out at Winton, Ed. So that's our aim, isn't it? You found a spot close to Winton you thought was a good spot to camp in. So we're going to give that a crack. So
areas that you don't know about are a little bit tricky. So
we want to stay up north as long as we can, obviously for the warmth.
Yeah.
And then we've decided just a big shout out next Monday, a week tomorrow, is Gay's birthday. So we want to be up north for that. Then we're going to head home.
Oh, nice.
Hang on.
Nice, Liz.
Hang on, Shez.
Yeah, hope you got the heater. You need a heater
need a
for
bit of heat to get up here.
Yeah.
And Inky loves her new chair.
So did
she
everyone
loves
else.
it so much, everyone else loves it. Yeah, so the last night, we were going to ask Michael and Michelle, who were next to us, to come around the night before, and they sort of headed off to bed to scare no worries. So the last night, Michael was showing me his photography is fantastic. He's taken some really good drone shots, and so he was showing some of that, and he's got stuff up on Getty's images, and he's very talented. And a lot, as I said, I've learned a lot from him in short space of time. I've got heaps to go. But they came around. I said, I come around, we've got the fire on. So he came around and sat in Inky's chair, and he's like, oh my God, isn't it comfy? Isn't it? It's a bee's knees. It sits, anyway, I could tell you why it's so good, but yeah.
You want to flip it around for a little?
Oh, we're swapping again?
No.
Oh, the camera?
Yeah.
You'll have to take this.
You can show them
do one thing.
How busy the petrol station is, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll take you for a walk through town. Gay's lost her notes. Hang on. Carol's going to... Oh, hang on. I've just turned the camera off instead. Everyone can just bear with me. I've got to go find... Oh, there we go. That's me. That's not what we're after, though.
Hang on, I'll go.
I thought you've gone.
She's gone.
Oh, you're back. I'll see if I can keep working.
No, you got to get your thing back.
Okay,
hang on, technical difficulties. Bear with us.
I can see you.
I've got to kick you off.
Yeah, kick me off and I'll come back.
I don't know if you can come back.
Yeah, watch me. See how you go. If not, you'll be doing it through that. You keep talking, can't you?
Carol's having technical difficulties. Have you got it back?
Yeah.
No?
I'm back. I've got to come in.
Oh.
I should be coming in. Who dat? There we go. So now I'm not going to try and turn the camera around. I'm just going to walk. Airport. I don't know how easy it's going to be with the sun. We need more than tech support at times, Rookie. Trust me. Peak hour in Birdsville on the street. We paid $2.84 a litre for diesel, which is the dearest we've paid. We've been averaging around the $2.70 to $2.74. But people have been complaining that Birdsville, Winderer, and them have been putting it up around the 280. So I'll just go for a wander over. This is one of the petrol stations. You can see it's flat out. So they ran out, and the other one ran out last night. Yeah, there's our car in the sun. It's people looking at me like I'm a muppet. Doing YouTube live if you want to say hi. Just out the back of the pub. Bit of music going, so we'll move away from that. Yeah. So I'm not sure where I can and can't go, because I have a bit of music going in there. There's Snowflake. Oh, ain't she pretty? Our little vendor sticker. Let me show you. I did. I've showed him at the start. I'll show you the got doggy boy again.
You going?
Guy's jealous a bloke got a glass in the pub. So she wants me to show you the Birdsville bakery. So if I keep walking, I'm not sure you can see it in the distance. I can see it, but I'm not sure how well you can see it. So I'll just keep walking. I'm not going all the way over there. And I've got my little wumpy. Yeah, the pub is cool, Rookie. That's very well done. Yeah, so let me see. Where am I? It's hard with this feral hair. Anyway, over in that direction, there is the Birdsville Bakery, where you can get your camel pie. And over in that direction, here, hang on, around here is a caravan park. And the main street that's dead. All the cars are at the pub. And that's the information centre behind me, just here. And that's just opposite there's where you can get a shower, which is good. Or you could. They only have it run for about a week. Just got to move before this car mows me down. Yeah. So, the beautiful Birdsville iconic hotel. Wonky. So this is the problem for our little chargers. This little sign here. No doggies. Yet when we got here, there was a dog in there. But we're not going to pick at hairs. Door to the pub. And I'm back. I mean, my chins are back.
The dogs are asleep.
I couldn't see him.
The bloke had glass yesterday.
Yeah, I know, I heard you.
Yeah. Hence why the cans. So that's what I mean. Hence why the cans. A bloke yesterday was very impressed. He goes, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" "Oh, is that a Carlton Draft?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, drinking out of plastic." I go, "No, mate."
He was paying $11.
For his plastic. Yeah, $9.50 for a can. The slab of beer was 82. 82.
And we bought, where'd we go? Where we got
the bag of wood.
Oh, so one of our first days at the Bash, I'm like, oh, we'll go get a cappuccino.
Oh.
And anyway, Suki Lala here that paid $82 for a slab. Our 2 coffees cost $17. I got a large one though. So I used my cappuccino machine from then on and made my own cappuccinos, which were all right, to be honest. So that's about it, I think.
Yeah. Any last questions? I think Lisa's must-haves for the Bash is a tricky one because you need lip balm, you need a bandana.
You need water.
You need water. You
need cool clothes and warm clothes. Well, you should know that. You're from
warm
Queensland.
clothes, cool clothes.
What else? Sunnies, sun cream. Oh, the list just goes on. Yeah. Dave's just dropped one of her cans. Those you can't handle. What are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, I know what she's doing.
Oh, you need a good deodorant.
Yeah, deodorant.
See how men and women think differently? I know, you do need a good deodorant, but yeah, I think your lips are important too. Anyway, the sticker that we put behind the Mungarani
on the liquor shelf.
On the liquor shelf.
So if
Where's
anyone
your
wants one,
camera?
no,
Where's
you're
your-
moving it. You stop moving. There you go. Look at us professionals.
So we're thinking, if you would like a sticker, hit us up and we'll send one out to you.
Except for you,
Again?
rookie.
Yes.
Where'd we get the stickers from?
Where is it? I can't because your camera's backwards.
That's like me.
Yes, rookie.
The bark printer.
No, the buck printer didn't do these ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're not promoting anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so there's not much else, I don't think, is there?
Leah asked, how do you get one? You should be able to email us. Hit us up in email.
Have you got email up there?
Email's in the YouTube thing. You might have to look around for it, but it's pretty simple. It's Gay and Carol.
No E.
No E.
On
Gay
either.
and Carol at gmail.com. Hit us up. Tell us you'd like a sticker and we'll send one out.
That's it.
Yeah.
We didn't do any Toby Cam.
Not yet. Not yet. It's been a bit tricky in there because we were packing up and leaving. There's a bird of prey flying around. I now know why it's called Birdsville, and there's a damn lot of birds around. Let me tell you. So we, what were we saying?
You got distracted,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I did get distracted.
We were saying we haven't done Toby Cam. Well,
Oh, yeah,
we're setting up
because-
and packing
yeah.
up and everything. It's too hard to put it on them. There's a lot of people with dogs around, and we've just got to be mindful of ours too. So, and that's what we're doing our best to do. So, but we will get some footage before time's out. So, yeah. So that's about it, I think. Distracted one.
Ed's got a good question.
Someone like yourself, Ed, I'm sure you'll work it out. See? I could have told him. So from
Again?
Birdsville, we're heading up to Winton next, Lisa.
Where are we? Again, head to Gay and Carol. We're giving them out free. This is limited edition. Where are we?
Stop. Yeah, I am. You're moving.
Yeah. Limited edition. We only got so many of them. And for now, we're giving them out free. So who knows how popular, how wanted they may become.
Cool. So I was just answering Lisa that we're
Gay
going.
and Carol at gmail.com.
We're going to Winton.
Yeah.
So we're going to Baduri. We'll head up through Baduri into what is it? What's the other B place?
Bulya.
Bulya. Yeah, so our new rookie would see the sense of humour of Ed. We're going to Bulya, and then from Bulya we're going to Winton. Winton, hopefully up to around Longreach. Then we'll see where we're at. So we're hoping to settle just for a couple of days, somewhere a bit less dusty, and just give the dogs a bit of our time and a bit of.
Yeah, we'll go back to the common. I know.
Today, yeah.
Yeah, we have taken a bit of footage of the common.
Dusty.
Before the bash, it was chockers. It was horrendous, and they said as you tell people, people don't listen or don't read stuff and things, but it was all, you can camp anywhere on the right hand side for 3 kilometres. Anyway, people decide they want to camp on the left hand side. Don't know.
No harm done. That's it.
That's it. Any last questions before we
bugger off?
Back to the common and the Dustville and
the
beautiful sunsets.
Yeah, the sunsets are mean. You got up for the sunrise too. We couldn't both do it because of the dogs. It's too much hassle getting up in the middle of the night and putting the booties on the dogs to go up Big Red. So Gay went up and did a bit of footage and stuff like that. So it was really good.
The Crack Up Sisters. Not everyone will know the Crack Up Sisters.
They have naughty jokes too.
They didn't seem to perform as much. And Ed, I don't know if this happened last year, but they have the 2 main gates. So they have the dog entrance gate and the main entrance gate. Well, for the Nutbush, it was called the North Gate. So it's directly in front of the stage. So when they open the gates to get into the concert area, people would all queue up, and there would be like a snake line happening around all over the place. But they would let them in, and then, like, I reckon about less than 5 minutes later, they would nearly open up every other fence.
You could get in from anywhere.
You could get in from almost anywhere. They weren't checking you for glass. They weren't checking you for metal knives and forks. They weren't checking you for any of those things.
Yeah, but everyone was
they
well
did have
behaved.
volunteers walking around checking to see that you're all obeying the rules, basically. So they were trying to catch people out like that. So
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know, from last time when we went, they were checking you. So they'd check all your esky, check everything, check for glass, check for everything.
Just
like
flows
that.
better.
Yeah, so when they open up the sides, like you could virtually just walk up at when they open the gates and walk up and get a really good spot at the front. Are you going to grab it? Carol's moving.
Well, we've got to see if anything's on here. Oh, nice. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Thank you. So,
Yep. We nearly watched somebody back into our
got a camera.
inches away from us.
Yeah. Inches, hey?
Yeah, hopefully we've got a bit of footage and a bit of interest from it all. We'll see how we go with it. We've written down a few ideas. I know Ed gave us a few ideas on stuff. So we'll see how the videos from the bash. We've got, I think, 5 or 6 planned, but some of them are only going to be like shorts. So,
which we haven't had on. No, not been warm enough for shorts. Disappointed.
Short videos.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so where are you getting at now? Do you want me to hold it?
No, it's all right. So we've got a few videos planned on stuff. We haven't done necessarily a vlog of anything. We've just taken pretty much video footage, and hopefully it'll all come together well.
Yeah.
Yeah. From our perspective of what, it's like to go to the Big Red Bash. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we do get a bit of grass for the dogs to run on instead of dust.
Yeah.
What?
Just something a bit less dust, that's all.
Yeah, less dust. I think dust is the biggest one thing that you just go, no, piss off. That and the wind together.
Oh, together it's a shit for conversation.
Yeah.
Combination, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill us. We're away on holidays, life's good, really.
Yeah.
$3 a litre, Who's to complain? Take out a bank loan, That guy's just going to have a quick look at the last few questions, and
Thanks,
shall.
Peter.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks for watching, everyone who got on. Really appreciate it. Cheers to everyone.
Yeah.
Cheers to those with birthdays yesterday and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we look forward to getting on again, doing it again. Not before we get home, obviously. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah. So, completely different today to what it was. What's today? Sunday. So Sunday last week, or even Saturday last week, there was cars just literally everywhere
Couldn't
around
move.
here. You couldn't move.
You had
So
to get in the pub.
traffic management required. The police were out there directing traffic, and there was just people
They
everywhere.
do it well.
Now it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one. All right. Well, thanks everyone who got on. Really appreciate it, as we said. We might
thank
bugger
you
off.
to everyone. We're going to go back to the common into the dust.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
The wind's picked up a bit,
Have
but
some more steak.
the irony of the amount of meat we've eaten. Anyway, there's a joke in that too.
And stay tuned. I'll see if we can put up some pictures of the bash and bits and pieces up on Insta. So
Insta's the best thing to follow us on. That's where we'd probably post much. I put stuff up on my own personal Facebook because of just keep in contact with my family.
Thanks, Pam.
So thank you, Pam.
Yes, thanks
for watching. We're still not taking Ed next year.
Yeah, we're not his babysitters. No.
He scares me. Just kidding. All right. Take care, everybody. Look forward to getting on again. Bye.